Hey guys, it's Ralph with Pondscapes, and today what I want to discuss is intake bays versus skimmers. What is an intake bay and what is a skimmer? Let's talk about it. What we have here is a very simple intake bay. The basic functions is to capture surface debris that falls on the water and gets skimmed into this collection cove or intake area. Now, we also have a pump that's located right in here. It's down below all of the rocks, so it's not going to be exposed. Some of the nice features about an intake bay are that it looks very natural as opposed to a mechanical skimmer. So some of my favorite features on an intake bay is number one, how natural the appearance is. But number two, I know just by looking at it if I need to do a little bit of maintenance on my pond. Because when debris falls in, such as leaves, it drops into your pond and this area acts as a skimmer. So you can see these leaves getting drawn into this area. So I can just look out the window, see that I'm starting to get a little bit of buildup. I can come out here and just manually remove the leaves or take a net and scoop this area out. Another great advantage of an intake bay is when we love to feed our fish, what happens to some of that uneaten fish food? It draws into the skimmer, or in this situation, it draws into this intake area. Now, the nice thing about this is some of our fish can still get in here, get at the uneaten food, and then get back into the pond. Now, as far as additional maintenance required, you do have to push away the rock and access your pump, and that's very easy to do. The next thing I want to talk to you about in an intake bay is how to maintain it. So let's take a look inside and see how this thing actually works. All right, so the outer edge of my pond, camouflaging our pump vault, is river rock and some natural boulders. So let me show you how I access this. Okay, it's that hard to access your pump. Now I've got my pump, my dosing system, anything that needs to be maintained is right here. I can take off my lid to my dosing system, put in a new water treatment bag, back in action. If my pump needs to be serviced, I disconnect the collar, pull it out, and get it back in action. Also, what I really like about the intake bay is I can see when debris floats in here, such as leaves, that I need to get out here and physically remove it. Like I said, with a net or with your hands. And also the fish love it because when food actually floats in here, they jump in here, eat up the food, and get back into the pond. So on a more technical side of things, an intake bay is actually additional biological filtration. Bacteria colonies actually reside in the rock and gravel that's in the intake area, which also helps keep the pond clean and clear. All right, now let's discuss a mechanical skimmer. This is an Aquascape 1000 skimmer. Let me show you the cool functions on this guy. All right, if you haven't figured it out yet, I am all about ease of maintenance. Not only for myself, because we take care of a lot of ponds, but also for the customer. I want your ponding experience to be a pleasant one and not a constant headache. Let's check out this skimmer. Very easy to access rock lid. Just take that guy off, put it off to the side. Now we can access the skimmer basket. Now that we have access to the skimmer, let me show you a couple of the really cool options on this Aquascape Skimmer 1000. So whenever I pull this basket out, before I do so, I want to close this rear door. Now what's going to happen, my float valve is going to start adding water because the water level is dropping because it's pumping out. So I'm going to hold that up. But what's really cool about this, the water level's dropping, and I'm not gonna have to stick my arm through a bunch of water to get to my basket or my filter. So now that the water level is down, I pull my basket out. Look at that, I've got to clean out some of the debris. Now you can see down into the bottom of the skimmer, I've got my filter mat right here, which is easy to pull out. I haven't put my arm through a bunch of muck, and I can go rinse this out. Now if you look a little bit further down, here's our pump, very easy to access. I can disconnect it, pull it out, do the maintenance on that. Very, very simple to maintain a mechanical skimmer. All right, guys, I hope this information was helpful for the comparison between an intake bay and a mechanical skimmer. If you have other questions that I didn't cover on this subject, please list them down below and I will make sure I answer each and every question. And as always, please let your friends know about us like, comment, and share, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Happy ponding.